All right, Shalom. Before I start, let me give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kurash, honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, walk, walking, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be another video through the Spirit. All right, man, I tried to get a video in last night, man, and my laptop was just, Satan was just not letting it go through, and that shit was pissing me off. So I'm going to try to redo it today. But for this video, something that had just came to mind. I was watching a video from the brother. Let me pull his channel up real quick. I was watching a video called Salakia, and I'll leave the link in it. I believe it was from RE. Yeah, it says RE, what the fuck is going on in Israel? From GMS Inland. This looks like Inland Empire, it looks like. All right, and the brother was covering several different topics, and one of the ones he started mentioning was the guy, the character. If you brothers remember the movie 300, the guy with that slumped over back and was disfigured. All right, his name is Ephialtes of Trachis. Ephialtes of Trachis. All right, and that name, let me see. Ephialtes. I just want to bring that up to double check. Ephialtes. Yeah, okay. His name is Ephialtes of Trachis, right? That name means nightmare. The demon incubus that supposedly causes a nightmare. So his name literally means a demon, y'all. Why? Because he was a demon. Hey, based off that movie, he was horribly disfigured. All right, and the point of this video is, if you are we're not saying you, but if there's somebody that's basically, if a person is the Ephialtes of the camp, he's not going to be around long, all right? Because when you watching that movie 300, what they had, the King Leonidas, he had a requirement of him. He said, hold your sword, all right? Hold your spear, hold your shield, and he couldn't do none of that. And pertaining that to the faith, y'all already know what chapter I'm going to go to, all right? And I'm not directing that at anybody in particular, because there's been hella fallouts. You know, there's been fallouts of this camp. And there's been fallouts in many camps. But if it's being noticed that you can't swing your spiritual sword properly, you can't wear your spiritual armor properly, you can't hold up your spiritual shield properly, then you're going to be up out of here. All right? If you're the little, I'm going to have a picture up. Look at that picture. If you're the Ephialtes, if there's an Ephialtes in the camp, you're going to be up out of here. And that's nobody's fault, I'll say, because of your own, all right? Because every other brother has to hold their armor, their shield, their spear, and their sword for themselves. If you get put out for something that you did, that's on you. And it's up to you to recover. The Lord has it to recover and bounce back. But if you still staying, nigga, then you still staying gone, all right? Hey, there's been plenty of brothers that have been kicked out and suspended, and they're back now, and they're going hard, all right? You know, there's several brothers right now that are prominent, that are back and going hard. I'm not gonna name names. A lot of brothers, especially newer brothers, you didn't even know some of these brothers got suspended or kicked out at a time. Why? Because of how hard they're back, going hard for the truth. All right, they picked their armor back up, their sword back up, their shield back up, their spear, and they kept it pushing. All right, we're gonna go to Ephesians, I believe it is, chapter 6. All right, and this dude who, in that movie, if you see it, he got rejected, so he went and betrayed the Spartans like a little bitch. All right, Ephesians chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High Power, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So if your spiritual armor isn't right, you're going to always be given into temptation. You're going to always be doing bullshit. And eventually it'll become known amongst the congregation. And Akim, when I say you, I'm not talking about you individually who's watching this. I'm just using the word you as a placeholder for whomever it is. All right, so you have to have your spiritual armor on. Hey man, you know what, y'all, I just had a dream last night, y'all, that I was dreaming. This was a dream, y'all, and I was about to be dealing with this chick, but it was a Sabbath. And so I was about to get to dealing. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm like, you know what, man, this is Sabbath. I can't do this. Then her own girl tried to come get some. I was like, yeah, no. I was like, look, I'll take care of you one week. I'll take care of the next one the next week. I got the fuck out of there. But the point being, even in your dreams, in which we don't control our dreams, but even in your dreams, all right, this truth sticks with you. All right, it was the Sabbath, so I'm like, no, I can't have sex tonight. All right, that's what it means to stand up against the wiles of the devil, to resist temptation when it comes your way, because of your faith and your fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and you're not going to be perfect. Your armor's not always going to be on perfectly. Sometimes you're going to slip on things, but it's up to you to tighten your shit back up. You notice the armor around your leg came loose and shit. Your leg is swell. Oh shit, let me get back over it and tighten that up. All right, and what could that be? A representation. Let's say you've been playing too much Xbox. You've been coming home not reading no videos. You just been playing Xbox. You know what, man? I've been playing too much Xbox. Let me tighten this shit up. All right. Verse 12. It says, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness in high places. So we go up against spiritual wickedness. Satan sends evil angels into our heads to try to thwart us from doing good. And then we also have these elites, the wicked of Esau Edom, doing things in the midst. All right, verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High Power, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore with you, having your loins girt about with truth. All right, so the loins of truth. All right, it says, and having on the blessed breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right, and that's one of the ones I want to focus on, the shield of faith. Hey, that's literally your faith. If you don't have your faith, you're already through. Hey, one of the most important weapons on the battlefield was the shield. You can be as mighty in offense as you want to be with a sword, but if you don't have a way of defending yourself, you could easily been stricken down with an arrow or another sword, which is why in that movie, Leonidas, he told the dude, lift up your shield. He's like, look, this is the formation. I forget what it's, the phalanx, I believe, is the formation that they were doing when they all squat up. Everyone's shield is on their left side and their attacking weapon is on their right hand, to where you can't strike them head on and they can just strike you back. He wouldn't have been able to hold that formation. And if one person fucks up that formation, the whole squad can get killed. All right. And so if you don't have your faith up, not only can you bring yourself down, you can bring the whole. You can mess up the spirit of the whole camp. Start fucking with the spirit of the whole camp. All right. Verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High Power, Khan. All right, the sword of the Spirit, your scriptures, your knowledge of how to use the scriptures. When you're out there on the line, the precepts you're pulling out, all right, hey, you applying the scriptures to your life within situations, all right, and hey, doing your videos. You have to be able to maintain these things. And if you can't maintain these things properly, and if it gets detected in the spirit, then you will be gone, and that is on you. If a dude is the embarrassment of the camp, you will be gone. All right. Hey, there are some brothers that are older, so their minds are starting to slip. Their minds and bodies, are older, so they're not A1. All right. Hey, you have brothers that are first coming in, so they still have to learn things. But if you've been around for a minute, you're still being reminded of the same old things. You're still doing the same shit. No improvement, bullshit. Just not. What's the word? Let me get this. I'll get this out of Matthew. It says Matthew 16:24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. All right. Hey, it says you have to take up your cross and follow Yahushua. All right. Nobody else can bear that cross with you. That's your cross. That's your little path that you have to walk on. We're all, we're walking side by side. But ultimately, every brother in the camp is walking their own path. So you have to be able to bear your own cross. I can't drop my cross to help you to carry your cross. My cross gonna fall. All right. We can nudge you in the right direction, but no one can step into your shoes and live your life for you. All right. No one can be there for you when you're alone and you have to make those decisions in the spirit. Nobody can wake you up and tie your shoes for you, put your clothes on for you, brush your teeth. All right. Gargle your damn mouth, spit it out. All right, put grease in your hair. Nobody can do all that for you. That's on you to do. And that guy in the movie, Affiliates, he wasn't capable. He couldn't bear his cross on his own. So he wasn't able to be of the Spartan army. All right, and then what did he go do? He went and betrayed them, ultimately, which led to their downfall. But we all know the story of the Spartans. It was they held it down long enough for the message to get sent. The Battle of Thermopylae. So it was a success anyway. All right, so hey, dudes who have fallen out and been kicked out, hey, when all this shit starts cracking off, hey, Esau, Edom may use them to betray us. But you know what? Brothers, that's fine and dandy. Fuck them. They're just fulfilling their lot, and we're gonna fulfill ours. And we'll see. Hey, that one scripture, wisdom is justified of her children. All right, so we'll see who was righteous in the end. All right, so this is, that's the main point of the video. Hey, if you get put out, if a person gets put out, that's all on them. A person isn't going to get put out for nothing else that anybody else did. All right, and if it did, the Lord will have that be revealed, and you'll be justified. And you just have to wait. That person will just have to wait that time period. All right, but every person is. If you can't, how shall I say? If you can't wear your own spiritual armor and shield and sword and bear your own spiritual cross, then that's on you. That's nobody else's fault but you. Let me see. This one, Romans 16:17, it says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them." All right. So, if you're being marked as someone who is not fit, it tells you that they're the one who caused the division. All right. That they're the one who is doing that BS. So that's entirely on that person. All right. If a motherfucker's in the camp on some bullshit and they get put out, that's because of that person's bullshit. Brothers wasn't being wicked. Oh, brother get me about obviously not, because the Spirit had it go down. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim, Rakah Qurash, to honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, walk in learning, teaching truth and sincerity. I'm gonna say Shalom.